which was, "O Lord, what must die today that I may be resurrected?" Resurrection is really cool. We really focused on resurrection, but we had forgot that resurrection requires death. I think that's part of why they do that to you. It's a little bit of a setup so that you suddenly get confronted with, oh my gosh, yeah, new cool things require death. Start back. When I came out of high school, I was already in the process of a discernment for the becoming a priest in the Jesuit order with the Roman Catholic Church. At Mount St. Joseph's High School, I had gotten exposed to the Jesuits and was very intrigued and impressed, and just everything about them was really cool to me. They like unlike other parts of the church, they were very comfortable with questioning, and they wanted you to think. And so many other parts of the church didn't want you to think, they didn't want you to question. And but the Jesuits, so ended up that before I left high school, I was already in discernment for, or I'd begun discernment for Jesuit order. And when I first got there, one of the first things we started off with was we learned a series of a couple different prayers. And one of the first prayers we learned was, "Oh Lord, that I may be resurrected today." And we spent a lot of time, thinking about, "Oh Lord, be resurrected today." And what did that mean to be resurrected? And, you know, new life and wonderful things happening. And after a week or two of that, we got introduced to another prayer, which was, "Oh Lord, what must die today that I may be resurrected?" Resurrection is really cool. We really focused on resurrection, but we had forgot that resurrection requires death. I think that's part of why they do that to you. It's a little bit of a setup so that you suddenly get confronted with, oh my gosh, yeah, new cool things require death. So it becomes, what must die in me today that I may be resurrected? Pretty profound thing. Start to actually live it and think it. Who am I? First question is, who am I? I'm a grievous sinner unworthy of redemption. Second one, who am I? I am the pinnacle of creation and God's chosen and beloved. Who am I? I am the man humbled in prayer. Who am I? I am the face of Christ to all whom I meet. Fifth, who am I? I am the one who sees the face of Christ in all that I greet. It's a pretty powerful thing if you start not just intellectually saying these prayers, but actually starting to embody what it means. It's like, what does it mean to die? What does it mean to die to yourself? What does it mean to be resurrected to yourself? What does it mean to be humbled in prayer? The other thing that was pretty profound was this idea that life itself is a prayer and that every moment of life is prayer unfolding. At the end of the day, there was a program, I can't remember, I wish I could remember what the name of it was. So what you do is at the end of the day, or before you go to bed, you think about all of what they call consolations, the good things that happen in life, and you give thanks for them and be grateful for how they benefit. You become grateful for how the consolations benefited your life. But then you also uh, list up your desolations, and you give thanks for your desolations, and you give thanks for what they taught you, because both dark and light can teach us. It's part of why I like the fact that they use the words consolation and desolations, because we said, oh, what good things happened to you today? What evil things happened to you today? It's hard to say that an evil thing is does you good, but if you say a desolation can do you good, um, that's sort of the point. Desolation, and that gets back to my whole emphasis on the fact that if you go back to Jesus Christ's time, Jewish people didn't conceive of evil and good in the same way that Christians do. Good and evil, as we think, come out of I hate to say it, a bastardization of Christianity by imposition of Aristotelian and Platonic philosophy on Christianity. Because in Aristotelian and Platonic philosophy, Greek philosophy, there is flesh which is evil and spirit that is good. Sound familiar? Well, that's not how it was back in Jewish people, because the Jewish people, all you got to do is read Genesis, and at the end of creation, every day, God says, and it was good. In fact, it was very good. So it's hard to say that creation and physicality is evil, but we can say that there's dark and there's light. There are things that are comforting and discomforting, but discomforting things can be good, and discomforting things can be evil. But if we think in terms of desolation and consolations, so it's a pretty powerful thing if you start living your life thinking of it as a prayer unfolding and trying really hard to see how the things that caught you up, the things that made you cry, the things that made you feel broken, are actually, opportunities to learn and to be taught and to grow and to figure things out. And so sometimes it's easier and quicker to learn the truth by having something problematic happen to you. But that problematic thing can be good, very good, in teaching us good things. So, uh, my best example of that is the child that gets too close to the stove and slightly burns themselves. That's a good thing. You learn that things are hot and you stay away from hot things. So, let your life unfold as a prayer. Let your desolations teach you as much as your consolations. Even your consolations, sometimes they're not helping you at all. So, peace, blessings, and in all things, courage, my friends.